Hello and welcome to vlog number 9, which is the next episode in a series of short vlogs where I am documenting the progress of the making of my next album, which is called Freedom. Today I am going to talk about how I write my songs, and I'm going to largely be reading from a script because I have a series of questions that have been asked and I'm going to answer them for you. Firstly, I want to flag up that there are a couple of factors that influence very much the way I make music. One is that I have to keep my own hours and I'm quite solitary in my approach to manage my health. And secondly, I don't play an instrument. So here we go. Where does an idea for a song come from? So for me, it may be driven by some words that I hear or read or that wander through my mind. It may be driven by random musical doodles that come into my head. I have a toy keyboard beside me which I attempt to plonk out chords on to the best of my ability. I'm very project focused, so I may develop a concept or a theme for a bunch of songs, and that's the case with this. So with Freedom, each song is about a different type of freedom. How do I move from an idea to something more like a song? So, two ways. It could start with words or lyrics, which I may try and develop a storyline from. I may hear or read something that inspires those words. If I've started with a title, I will try and incorporate that into the song, and generally that would probably sit in the chorus, although at a later stage in the process it may be moved out of the chorus. I may use methods like rhyming dictionaries and so on to start searching for links and ideas. If it starts with a musical doodle, I may hum that into GarageBand and see if I can find a loop that best serves the sound or the vibe I'm looking for. I also collect a mood board of songs that I like, that may have a particular sound that I like, and I research those to help develop my own sound for my album. If I can't access anything online to help me move my own songs on, then I'll liaise with one of my co-producers, Chris, who will come up with a riff to help inspire me. This is a new method for this album, and so he's kind of becoming like my own personal loop provider. When am I satisfied that my idea is a song? So basically when it has a structure, that is, it's made up of verses, choruses, bridge, the order that they will go in, it has a melody throughout, it has lyrics throughout. Some of the lyrics may get tweaked at some stage further along, but they have to always fit the melody. When do you start recording the song? So as I've finished writing the songs for this album, I've recorded a vocal demo. So we're not waiting for them all to be ready and do vocal demos in one hit. I'm doing them as I go, either with me singing and Georgia playing chords on a piano, which of course is done in person, or Chris will develop a musical sketch remotely and basically I'll sing over that. But either way, I record a vocal demo, which is really important to get the right timing, the key, to help me start working on the interpretation of the song, allowing us to do a few takes to get those things right for the next stage. And I've really enjoyed how we've been achieving this stage in a very organic kind of way. It's kept me motivated and it's suited me very personally. When does recording for real start? So once we've got all the vocal demos done and are happy with those, we'll start having pre-production meetings to determine what instrumentation is going to be needed and who we're going to ask to play those instruments. When we think we might be ready for recording, other things that we would need to consider: is this going to be for streaming or CD and vinyl? Because we'd need to start thinking about lining up the printers and manufacturers of CDs and vinyl. Is there going to be a launch event? I'm quite keen on launch events. So for Freedom, this process pre-production chats will start in December. Well, in fact, they're going to start at the end of this month and will take place over December and January. And we'll try and record as much of the instrumentation as possible in January, February, either in person or remotely, before I go into the studio to record my final vocals. Is that it? Is it then ready to be set free? And the answer is no. After everything has been recorded, Chris will spend several weeks mixing the songs and batting them backwards and forwards to me and to Georgia until we're all agreed on the final mix. Then it has to be mastered. Only then can it be printed and manufactured for CD or vinyl. Streaming's easy and cheap to do, but of course it pays the artist next to nothing. Printing of CDs and vinyl is more expensive, or is expensive, but is very special. So how long is Freedom taking me from start to finish? So I started writing the songs at the start of this year, 2021, but it was a very slow start. I actually came up with the concept, with the idea last year, but was having a really creatively stagnant time. Many people found the circumstances of the pandemic very fruitful for creativity, but many didn't, and I fit into the latter category. As momentum has gathered pace in recent weeks, I have flourished. In early October, Georgia talked about us getting all the vocal demos recorded by the end of December. At that stage, I only had 5 songs finished in terms of being written. I'm now trying to finish off songs 8 and 9 and write number 10 almost from scratch. We're confident I can do it. So that's it. If that all goes according to plan, then I think we should be recording in February and it will be released a few months afterwards. Hope that answers your questions. I'm going to put these notes up on my social media. Thank you so much for listening. Lots of love. Bye-bye.